What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. Well, Star Wars Outlaws finally coming to Steam. The game that was so bad it forced Assassin's Creed Shadows to delay into February. And of course, we saw those early gameplay videos of people who paid pre-order money to play the game 3 days early for us to see it glitching out with the stealth and phasing through walls and super smart AI. And by super smart, I mean retarded, but they had the sixth sense and they could tell wherever you were when you were stealthing, which led to the patch that they had to release where everyone that got that early access had to restart the game, thus invalidating their early access. And we've heard the insiders from Stuttering Craig just talking about how low the sales were. Now, of course, it's coming out for Steam. Their big plan was to get it patched up and ready to go for a broader PC release, because obviously it came out on the console, not doing well. PC 5, I think, doing better than Xbox, but both not doing great. And if we use that as a barometer for how it's going to do on Steam coming out today, probably not great, as it's barely, I was going to say not, but barely inside the top 250 on Steam in the wishlisted variety. And when you just look at some of the games around it, not thinking. When you see, let's see, Mugenics, Legacy of Kain Soulmaster 1 and 2 Remastered, all right. 20 MDT Ember Path, they're Star Wars Outlaws, and then something called Full Fathom, Lay of the Land, Knights, and a bunch of indie games or smaller games that I'm not at. Well, there's Dragon Quest. We've talked about that a little bit. So you get the idea. For a game that should be a AAA and everyone should be excited, but Ubisoft, Star Wars, ugged up female protagonist. So you hit the triple threat of things that players don't actually want to mess with. But don't worry, because they've gone to the trouble of discounting it for you. So ahead of Steam, and certainly on the console editions over here, you can see $20 off the discounted edition of the limited edition Amazon exclusive. So congratulations for that. $49.99 instead of $69.99 includes the Rogue Infiltrator character pack that features cosmetics for the main character and her companion. And oh boy, I'm excited. I can't wait to run out and spend my hard-earned money on that. You can see they somehow were under the delusion that they were going to be making over or up to 500 million euros. And to this point, they have barely made 350 million euros. And thanks to our friend Stuttering Craig over there, and a little bit of sources from Endymion 2 who have brick and mortar locations, we found out down here where Barclay, Nick Dempsey expected the game to sell at least 5 million units in its first month, and based on the original 500 million estimation. And then thankfully, to the many sources I mentioned, and then confirmed by people over here like Grant Taylor Hill at Insider Gaming, the game has only just now passed the 1 million sold. And when you look at games like, hell, the most recent one, Farming Simulator 2025, which sold over 1 million copies in just 24 hours. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And it shows you how far, one, the brand of Star Wars has fallen and how far Ubisoft has fallen. I mean, it used to be EA that was the number one hated group in gaming. And no, now it is most certainly Ubisoft. And I just want to say this is 2 million copies in its first week, while Star Wars Outlaws struggles to sell 1 million, and Dragon Age of Velgard apparently just now got to the 1 million mark. Holy hell. And we can see it has been uploaded to the database for the Steam charts to see players playing, but it is not active fully. So that's just people following it. And when it goes active of players, probably later today, we'll do a story about what its high concurrent is in the first 24 hours, just like we did with all the other games. Anyway, let me know what you think about all this. What are the chances that you end up buying Star Wars Outlaws? I'm going to guess pretty low. You let me know. Either way, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.